This past July 12th to 15th, there was a short-term missions trip to Mexico. Calvary Church is situated in Tijuana, an area facing severe challenges of drugs and poverty. A church member was waiting for us when we first arrived. She received acupuncture through our team in 2019, and her facial paralysis was healed that day, after she went to church and told her testimony of encountering God. So when she heard that our missions team was coming back, she wanted to say thank you. Worship begins with special songs. The E.M. performs the skit they have been practicing. Many locals respond positively to the message of resisting worldly temptations, recognizing that only the love of Jesus can offer salvation. The acupuncture ministry is very important, allowing many locals who do a lot of physical labor to see remarkable results with just a single needle. Let's not forget the internal medicine ministry, encompassing blood sugar and blood pressure checks along with doctor consultations. The haircutting ministry skillfully provides neat haircuts. The photography ministry is also popular, where family photos are put into frames. In addition, many snapshots of the children are taken, and a small exhibit is displayed. Watching a Christian movie while enjoying popcorn and lemonade becomes a precious memory for all. Every ministry day ends with generous gifts and lovingly prepared dinners.
Muy bonito y todo bien hermoso.
Y lo puedo ver en el rostro de ustedes por el servicio. Muy bonito todo, mucha la atención, desde el recibimiento de las personas. Y en sus rostros puedo ver que de veras tienen la...
The E.M. goes out to evangelize despite the hot weather. In order to earn more money, many families in Tijuana are unable to care for their children. These children are more in need of the church.
Gente que vive aquí, casi todos son trabajadores de fábrica, o sea que reciben un salario mínimo, pues abandonan a sus hijos, o sea, los abandonan y sí, es algo que procuramos nosotros como iglesia estar haciendo eventos para niños.
Para con Dios, porque Dios te creó, Dios te hizo a ti, Dios me hizo a mí.
When children who need prayer are asked to come forward, many come out. Tijuana has numerous children raised by single parents or neglected because their parents are always at work. These children need prayer.
Cuando investigamos su casa, nos damos cuenta que casi todos tienen padrastro o madrastra. ¿Sí saben, no? Padrastro. Casi todos tienen padrastro o madrastra. Y la mayoría de los casos, si es padrastro, los maltratan. O si es madrastra, los maltratan. Y es algo común aquí en toda la ciudad de Tijuana.
Even after the prayer is over, a child cries with his face buried in the desk. With many problems in the families, tears come out when talking about their home situations. Pastor Vicky prays with him. God will be with you.
Le pregunté que si quería que oráramos por ese problema y solo me dijo que sí, pero que quiere seguir viniendo a la iglesia para que le ayudemos.
It's time for VBS for the children. He makes Jesus on the cross using clay. While the children may not grasp it fully, Teachers pray to convey the heart of Jesus who died for us as they help them.
애들이 몰라도 그래도 하나님이 계속 사랑한다고 얘기하고 싶어요.
They do their best while handing out sandwiches and juice. We hope that the children feel the love of God when they see us. Unable to talk to each other, they play wholeheartedly together. We feel blessed to have come, to be able to see the children having fun and playing with us, especially those who have always been alone.
언어가 조금 잘 모르지만 아직도 소통할 수 있는 놀이로 할 수 있게 돼서 좋아요.
It's an exciting time for body worship. These are kids who have missed playing. They imitate the E.M's body worship and have a wonderful time. The children are invited to come up on the stage. The children who always watch those on the stage become the stars today. The once shy children soon have confident expressions and lively gestures.
너무 무서워서 맨날 불 켜고 자야겠어요. 제일 무서울 때 우리가 꼭 할 것은 예수님 보고 도와주세요라고 기도를 해야 돼요.
It is craft time, where each child decorates their canvas with paint, and when the fairy lights are turned on, it reveals a cross. These children who spend much of their time alone because their parents are at work, and who are always oppressed by fear, their eyes shine as they paint a cross. It seems they have a new place to rely on. We can see how the children are changing through the camera lens manned by our team.
VBS를 통해서 하나님이 얘네들한테 같이 하심을 자세히 애들 얼굴을 찍다 보니까 걔들에게서 그게 느껴지는 것 같아요. 저한테는 너무너무 은혜가 되는 시간이었습니다.
The children will no longer hide under desks or blankets when they're scared. Calvary Church has about 23 young people. At the start of prayers, many of them shed tears due to their difficult circumstances. Many of the young people have parents that are divorced or have financial difficulties, and because of such hardships may fall into a state of helplessness. However, they say that our short-term missions team's visit made a huge impact on them. It gave them confidence that they also could do something.
Que dicen, no hablo español, pero vengo y estoy haciendo algo. Entonces ellos miran eso y dicen, entonces yo también puedo hacer algo más. Es motivación y se abre su entendimiento.
Eliud, who has already graduated from college and has a good job, was moved by our missions team to make an important life decision. After 2 years of uncertainty, witnessing the missions team compelled him to overcome his hesitations and commit to entering seminary. Though a challenging journey lies ahead, he chooses to obey God's call he had been delaying.
Siento como eso del llamado de Dios que ya lo tengo que hacer, tengo que estudiar, tengo que prepararme, porque yo sé que Dios va a ir conmigo donde yo me mande, a cualquier lugar, o sea, a otro país, otra nación, pues yo quiero llevar la palabra de Dios y yo creo que va para misionero.
The short-term missions trip was a short 3 nights and 4 days. Though our bodies were tired in the hot summer weather, we were able to experience the works that God had prepared before us. Our E.M. did their best in their first short-term missions, but some have regrets about not serving harder. However, whether hanging out with the local children or young people in Mexico, they met and experienced God in their own ways.
I really encountered a God who was so patient with me. And as I was doing a lot of different things, I looked around and I felt very frustrated towards other people. But in that moment, God really showed me and He gave me His patience towards those people. And He showed me how much more patient He is with me.
Normally, when I would pray, it would not be an immediate and clear answer from God. But when I prayed at my lowest point, where I was so mad and angry and tired and just frustrated with all this stuff during Mexico mission, it was at this point that God answered and filled my heart with love and hospitality and just joy for everything.
My students, without having really done something difficult like this, having no resources, nowhere to turn to, they had no choice but to turn to God. And God met them in their prayers during our time in Mexico, and that was an important.
The mission field is where one can see God's work with their own eyes, feel it with their own body, and marvel that God truly is alive, which one might not normally experience.
젊은이들을 선교지에 보내는 이유가 무엇일까요? 선교 때문이라고도 이야기할 수 있지만 더 중요한 것은 간 아이들이 예수님을 경험하고 신앙 훈련을 할 수 있는 곳이 선교지가 최적지이기 때문에 그렇습니다. 한국 교회는 그것을 하지 못했습니다. 도리어 학생들에게, 어린아이들에게 훗날 대학 가서 경험하면 된다, 대학 가서 하면 된다 라고 하면서 가장 소중한 시간을 어른들의 잣대로 세상 가치를 가지고 아이들이 신앙생활하는 것을 박탈하였습니다. 그리고 한국교회는 다음 세대들을 잃어버리고 말았습니다. 선교지에 가면 우리 아이들은 그곳에 있는 젊은이들과 어린아이들과 동일하게 예수님을 경험하고 그 안에서 하나님의 나라를 꿈꾸게 될 것입니다. 그리고 그 아이들이 어른이 되면 잃어버린 세대가 아니고 든든한 세대로 우리의 다음 교회를 이 땅에 푸르고 푸른 예수님의 계절이 오게 할 것입니다. 그러므로 우리의 어른들은 그 다음 세대들이 선교 나가서 훈련받을 수 있도록 기도하고 물질로 후원하고 도와주어야 합니다. 그것이 오렌지 가나안 장로교회가 나아가야 될 선교의 방향이 아닐까 생각되어집니다.
How will the work of God unfold in the next missions trip? Won't you join us in preparing for it together? We love you, Lord.